Yeah, I'm sure this happened to you. It happened to me many, many times. You're coming out of work, you just left your work, and you meet somebody, you start walking together. Here you can see it in a picture. And I don't know, in New York, we would be walking through the subway, and you just walked out of your office, and you're just walking through the subway and you see somebody from work, and you say, "Hi, you work at the same company, right?" And they say, "Yeah, I work with you," and you start talking, and there's a kind of magical connection. Maybe it's a kind of personal connection, or it could even be a business connection, but right away, I don't know why, but you feel close to this person. It's like you knew them in a past life or something. You just meet them, and you're walking together, and it feels very comfortable, and right away you start to have a friendship, or maybe you even talk about starting a business together. Maybe you start to have a relationship together, and then as time goes by, you meet them more and more, and then you make some kind of connection, and you start to do stuff together. Maybe, for example, you start a business and it starts to go well, or you start a relationship and you're starting to get closer and closer, and you know this feeling, and you know how sweet it is, and you know what can happen next. And in the next picture here, uh, you know, you get some kind of a phone call. I don't know, maybe the person calls you, or maybe some other friend of yours calls you, and then suddenly you find out that this person has really betrayed you, or has really hurt you in some way. If it's a personal relationship, maybe they call you and they say, yesterday I met somebody new, and I decided I like them, and I'm not going to see you anymore. And then you're like, wait a minute, we've been, you know, meeting each other for a year. We've been going now. We have a nice relationship going. Or maybe you got a call from your business partner, and they say, you know what, I met a new person yesterday, and they have a new business idea, and it just sounds kind of more fun than what we were doing. So I hope you don't mind, you know, but I'm going to start a different kind of business, and I won't be working with you anymore. And then suddenly there's this feeling about this person. You used to be very close. You used to feel very dear to them. You used to feel very warm when you see them. And now suddenly, when you see this person, it feels terrible. You feel this kind of wound. We call it a wound, right? It feels like they cut you with this kind of the feeling that they don't care about you anymore, or they don't care about what you were doing together before. And it actually feels like someone has cut you or wounded you. And then we carry those old wounds for a long, long time. It's very difficult to let go of a wound when someone has suddenly disappointed you, and suddenly broken off some kind of friendship or cooperation you used to have together. And then, I don't know, as you get older and older, and as you go through your life, and I've been through a lot of life, uh, it becomes like, I'll show you in this next picture. You are trying to climb up in your life. You are trying to improve your life. You're trying to make something better out of your life. Every human being in this whole world wants to have more friendships, more love, more success, more creativity. And then you want to go up, you want your life, as each year goes by in your life, naturally, you want something higher, you want something better. But what you see in this lady's hand is a briefcase. And it's just one briefcase, okay? And I don't know. My briefcase used to be very heavy. I don't know why I like to carry around a lot of stuff. But when I was working in New York, I had a big suitcase, and she's trying to walk up the steps, and she's got this one briefcase that she's carrying around. This briefcase has inside this old hurt, this old wound, this old relationship that broke off. Somebody hurt her feelings, and she never really let it go. And she's carrying that suitcase with her. And try to imagine that it's slowing her down. She wants to succeed in her life. She wants more love. She wants more success. And now she has to carry around this briefcase, which is the old wounds. Okay. And that's okay when you're 20 years old. But then when she becomes 21 years old, there's going to be another wound. This is what happens in life. As you go through life, of course, you collect more successes, you collect more friends, you collect more love, but you also collect more baggage and more old wounds that you are still remembering. It's very difficult not to think about some old relationship you had, even a business relationship, and then suddenly that person broke it off, or suddenly that person, told you goodbye. And then you got a second suitcase, and then you have a third suitcase. And then, I don't know, by the time you're 30, you have 5 suitcases to carry everywhere. And then by the time you're 40, you have 10. And the question is, can we learn to let go of these old wounds? Everybody's telling you, all your friends are telling you, let go, just let go, just let go of this old wound, stop thinking about that guy, or stop thinking about that business partner, just stop thinking about it. And it's funny, the minute someone tells you to stop thinking about somebody, immediately you start thinking about them more, and isn't that life? Is there any practical way that we could really let go of our old wounds? Is there some special method that we could use? And in the next picture, I'm going to show you a secret, and I've been through a long life, and I've been through long training in the ancient wisdom, and I've been through huge companies. I have built huge companies. Warren Buffett bought some of my companies. And I have to say, there's a secret method you can use to let go of that baggage. And you see it in this picture. This lady is looking in the mirror, and she's asking herself a very simple question. What's the question? When that person hurt me in the past, when that person betrayed me, or when that person disappointed me, is it possible that I hurt someone else in the same way before that? Is it possible that I disappointed somebody in my life in a very similar way? Okay. And what I'm saying is, it's a very, very simple way to cure the old wounds and to leave the old wounds behind, is to look in the mirror and say, did you ever do that to someone else? Of course, someone did it to you. I agree. I know. But did you ever do it to someone else? Is there something similar maybe that you did to somebody else? And this leads us to the next picture here. I don't know. I like this couch. I'm kind of wishing I could buy a couch like this. Then I wouldn't be sleepy in my house. I'd just see this couch. I would wake up. What are we seeing in this picture is these friends are taking a selfie, right? They are taking a picture of themselves. And this is a very popular thing nowadays, take a selfie when you're together with your friends. What's it mean? It means maybe. Okay, I'm not saying definitely. I'm just saying think about it. Maybe when we disappoint other people, maybe when we let other people down, maybe when we kind of betray other people, maybe we are taking a selfie, maybe there's some picture is taken inside of our own mind. Maybe our mind is like a tape recorder or a video camera. Maybe our mind is like the video on your cell phone. Maybe your own mind is recording everything you do in your life. And maybe somehow that recording plays back, and then other people hurt you and other people do something to you. So I'm making a real suggestion here. If you're carrying around old baggage, if you're carrying around old hurts, there's a very amazing thing you can do. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, did I ever do something like that to somebody else? And I'll tell you a secret. When you just look in the mirror and you think, did I ever do something like that? Just thinking about it will remove the old baggage. It's very interesting. It's very, very beautiful. Okay. If you have old baggage, if old people hurt you, then spend a few minutes every time you think about it. Spend just a few minutes, look in the mirror and say, did I ever do something like that to somebody else? And as soon as you think about that, I think it does something to the karma. It does something to the seed in your mind. And somehow you are released from that old baggage. And it's so nice to let go of this old baggage. It's so nice to be free of this old baggage, okay? And we'll talk more about this method in the programs to come. Thank you.